What about you? The next 10 years, what are you working on personally? When you go and celebrate 2032, what are some of your personal goals?
I don't plan that far ahead. I plan 1 year ahead, maybe. I plan 100 days at a time, to be honest.
Okay.
So I have certain things that I think that are worthy of action, and I just hit the ground running. I go after people. I don't go after plans. I go after people. I try to find the best person to do something for me. If I, for example, want to do something like improve the ecosystem when it comes to banking, I'll go after the bankers. If I want to go improve something about blockchain, I'll go to the top blockchain guys. You owe it also to yourself to not work with people who are not at the top. You have to align yourself with people at the top of their game and they are getting things done. Don't work with the theorists. Go ask the theorists who you should work with. If somebody wrote a book on blockchain, go ask him, who do you think are the top people in the game right now, and go align with them.
Yeah, life is too short not to work with the best.
100%.
What's your single biggest challenge right now? You. What's the biggest challenge?
Time, of course, always time.
Time.
100%. 100%. There's not enough time in the day. I have, of course, family. I have my own priorities. I have my own health as well. I have to take care of. But time is the biggest, commodity. It's not about the money. It's, you can ask for funding for anything you want, right? It's always time.
It's time, right. All right. I always like to finish my conversations with a few questions about you, a few personal questions. Best day of your life, worst day of your life?
Today is always the best day of my life. Today, because I'm here, you're here, we're talking to each other, right? Being alive is the last day, is your day you're in right now is the best day of your life. And you should aim to make tomorrow even better and the day after even better. You compare yourself to yourself today, not to yourself yesterday. I don't care too much about myself yesterday, to be honest. I don't look at what I did in the past. I look at what I can do today. And every day, live every day to the fullest. I know it sounds very cliche, but that's how I live my life. Mistakes I will make, 100%. I made million mistakes in the past. And learn from them, use them to have a better day tomorrow. What is your day looking like tomorrow? You're looking forward to that, right? The desert?
Oh, the desert, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's going to be the best day ever, right?
I'm always looking forward to these things. And worst day of your life?
Worst day. There's so many of them.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Everybody has their bad days and that kind of stuff. But it's fuel for you for moving forward. I've had a lot of bad days, but it doesn't stop. There are horrible days you cannot get away from. Loved ones passing away. Some of my worst experiences, losing loved ones to cancer, for example. That's huge. But again, that's fuel for you to do better. For example, now there are solutions for cancer. There are blood tests that you can do that can actually detect mutations very early on. And in Dubai, we have companies that do that service for you here in Dubai. So every single thing that you can use to help you do a better thing in the future, you should capitalize on. I help that company here in Dubai as well. And I always direct people who have cancer history to actually go and check themselves with this simple blood test, So,
Okay.
yeah.
What keeps you awake at night?
Nothing. I sleep very nicely actually every night because I'm tired. I'm tired every day actually. I don't worry about things. I'm that kind of guy. I don't worry about anything. I don't worry about money, time, position. I never care about anything other than, of course, my own mental well-being, the happiness of my family, my kids, of course. But I provide to them and they understand. And my wife is 100% understanding of what I do and fully supportive. My bosses as well, 100%. I never keep a 9-to-5 job, by the way. I come in, hit the ground running, go to sleep 2 a.m., 1 a.m., whatever. I feel like I'm tired. I wake up the next day, same thing.
I'm not surprised. If you could pick up a phone and call the 20-year-old Dr. Marwan, I guess he was just Marwan back then, down in Daytona Beach, and give him some advice based on everything you know now, 20-some years later, what would you tell that 20-year-old? What advice would you give him?
Keep doing what you're doing. You're all right. That's it. No advice. Look, in retrospect, you cannot do anything in retrospect, right? Do every day, live every single day to the fullest. That's it. Finished. There's no like, I wish I could go back and change this. No. This is if you did the right thing, you are okay. If you did the wrong thing, it is for your own good, right? That's it, finished.
Yeah. Best advice you've ever been given? Could have come from a father or a grandfather or a teacher here in the Emirates or in the States or in Australia, or someone you spent time with, or a book you've read. Is there something that comes to mind of a piece of advice or something that you think about?
A lot of advice. Like I mentioned, Chris Voss with negotiation. He's an amazing guy, and I met him a couple of days ago. Every single time I meet that guy, he like literally inspires me. I love negotiations, and I love like empathy, and I love all the stuff with meeting people. But one of the best advice that actually changed my life in my early 20s was I was sitting in a computer lab and I was helping somebody with their homework or something like this. And then I started building websites. I was one of the first people in the UAE to build websites. This was 1993, 1994, something like this. And my supervisor came to me and asked me, "Are you doing this for money or for pleasure?" And I was like, "Why do you ask?" He's like, "If it's for pleasure, it's a hobby. If it's for money, it's a profession." And I was like, I never thought of that. Then I started doing a domain name business and then never looked back. I still have that business until today.
Last question. Best advice that you have to someone listening to us right now. There's a 20-year-old out there, somewhere around the world, that's listening to this, watching to this. They could be in Africa, in China, in America, somewhere. What advice do you give to them? They've grown up now in this digital world. They've grown up now facing maybe digital problems, different issues than you and I grew up with. Advice to them.
My advice will always be yourself. Don't worry about what other people say. And I don't, of course, you are a human. You always worry about what people say. It hurts sometimes what they tell you, but live your life according to you and your standards, your ethics, your everything. Everything else, take it, do whatever you want with it. If you wanted to settle in, let it settle in. But end of the day, you are your own judge. You are living your own life. They are not living your life. You are living your life. You do your things according to you and only you. Of course, listen to what they say, but end of the day, you determine your future, your life, your path. Because once you're on your deathbed or you're in the 90s, if you regret anything, even if a small thing, you haven't lived your life to the fullest. Live your life to the fullest every single day. That's it.
That's amazing advice. Dr. Marwan, thank you so much for the time. I've massively enjoyed my time here in Dubai over the last 5 or 6 days, completely blown my mind about the possibility. The thing that's different about this city than anything else, it's a vision and it's a mindset. And it permeates through everybody I touch, through everything you see on the ground. It reminds me of a group of people that are living a vision, holding themselves accountable, exporting hope. And it's very London real, if I do say so. It's the kind of thing we've been doing for 10 years, trying to put out ideas, encourage transformation, encourage accountability, and encourage inclusion and cooperation. So I think I'm gonna be back here in a few months' time and spend more time with you. But I wanna say just congratulations on your success. And thank you for the time today. Very, very impressed and looking forward to all the great things that Dubai and the Emirates are going to bring to the world.
It's my pleasure to have you here in Digital Dubai and in GITEX, and looking forward to having you here in Dubai. And anything you need, we are here for your support. We love to support people like you who put the message forward and really show people what things are in real life. You know, we have the metaverse, but we have IRL, which is in real life. And in real life is extremely important as well.
I agree. It's called London Real for a reason. All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
The greedy bankers are about to do it again. In 2008, they crashed our financial system and nearly bankrupted the entire global economy. Then they received trillions of dollars in government bailouts. And after, they demanded fat bonuses paid for by you, the taxpayer.
It turns out the banks haven't just been screwing the American taxpayers, they're also screwing over their investors. Turns out the banking industry is the worst place you could put your money, despite enormous taxpayer bailouts.
Now the bankers are back to take away your financial freedom. They lie and tell you that cryptocurrency isn't safe. They try to make it illegal for you to choose how to invest your hard-earned money. They lie and say cryptocurrency is used by money launderers, and criminals. But look at the record. It's the banks themselves that launder hundreds of billions of dollars every year to the biggest criminal operations in the world.
Leaked documents have revealed how some UK banks have helped criminals, money launderers and Russians under sanctions.
American authorities discovered that the Sinaloa cartel moved $881 million through HSBC accounts as bank officials turned a blind eye to the illegality.
The bankers lie and say cryptocurrency is not a real investment. Meanwhile, the smartest CEOs in the world are buying billions and billions of it. The truth is that banks lie about cryptocurrency because it makes them scared. The banks take $9 trillion per year of your hard-earned money, and they are worried that they will finally be exposed. They're scared because crypto means they can no longer control your money, which means they can no longer control you. They are scared because you might actually understand your money and intelligently decide what to do with it. Now is the time for us to come together, fight back, and take control. It's time to educate ourselves, our families, and our communities. Because financial education means financial freedom. We know that cryptocurrencies will help us build the new decentralized financial system of the future. A banking system that is of the people, by the people, and for the people. A banking system where access to finance is a fundamental human right. A banking system that is free and fair and welcomes all humans on this earth. The DeFi revolution is happening. We, the people, can no longer be fooled. We choose to take control of our finances. We choose to take control of our freedom. We choose to take control of our future. Join us, and let's take back our financial freedom forever.